Welcome back to Thunderstone Quest. We're playing part 3 of Mirror in the Dark. It's called Along Came a Spider. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do on our turn, of course, is we go over to Smorga's Lair. It's a little bit different from the rules they're supposed to do at the end of the turn. We're going to do it at the beginning of the turn. It's easier for me to remember. So let's go to Smorga's Lair. We're going to be rolling, I think, this time 2 dice, and we'll see what happens. Alright, we're rolling up 2 dice because we're going now. This is the start of turn 4. We've just slid our token over, and you can see now we're rolling 2 dice, and let's see what we get. Let's hope it's not too bad, and it looks too bad. We can, I don't know if we have Bree. We do have Bree, so we can re-roll it, but then we're going to lose. Oh no, we have Joba as well. We can re-roll that if we want. We're going to get loot. We can either get a light, an iron rations. We add 1 monster or 2 if you have a wizard. Do we have a wizard with us? We have a halfling who is Bree. We do not have a wizard with us. So that would give us a benefit and 1 monster, and this one would give us 2 festering wounds or adding 2 monsters. Ooh, what do we want to do? Do we want to re-roll that? I think we're going to use Bree and re-roll that. If we look at Bree here, she's once per turn after the die is rolled. You may re-roll the die before it resolves. If you do, discard Bree unless you have Joba. Well, guess what? We do have Joba, so we do not have to discard Bree. So we're going to go ahead and re-roll that. Maybe we're going to get something worse, but we could get something better. And, oh well, we take a wound, oh man, and we get 1 monster coming to town. That's actually, I think, better. So let's go ahead and set that up. Alright, so from the wilderness comes 1 marauding monster. I like to use little D&D minis to represent that, so it's easier for me not to forget because I actually see the actual miniature. Now we're going to go over to our player mat, and we're going to take another wound. Well, this isn't exactly what we wanted, but we will get a second wound. So that's where we're sitting. So at the end of our turn, we would drop 5 cards. But of course, when we go to town, which is what we're going to do right away, you do get to heal 1 wound. We can go to the temple as well and heal an extra wound, but you can't level up any heroes. So we might want to think about that. But boy, I really like going to the marketplace because the marketplace lets us draw an extra card. Alright, and just to recap here, so we've got 5 experience, and we have 1 light, 1 healing potion, which we can use the healing potion as well, and 1 iron rations. And so we're looking at our hand. We have the Thunderstone stave, which, you know what? If we leave 1 wound here, if you have a wound, draw a card. We're going to be able to do that twice, which might be absolutely amazing. So I think we might do that. Alright, let's go to town. We're going to begin our turn. Okay, so when we're in town, we get to heal 1 wound. It's one thing you can do always. So we're going to take 1 wound off. We're still left with 1 wound on our character. We can level up a character unless we go to the temple, which we're not going to do. And we can also purchase 1 card. So we are, of course, going off to the marketplace because that's kind of where we go at the start of every turn because it allows us to draw a card. We've got lots of gold, but we're still get to draw a card anyway. Boom, and we draw the prismatic spray, which is, you roll a 6-sided die in the dungeon, and that's how much magic damage you add. Ooh, okay, so we have 1, 2, we have no daggers. We only have 3 attack, but when we go to the dungeon, if you have a wound, draw a card. I'm not 100% sure the timing of this, though. This is one thing I'm a little bit confused about. Do we do this after we go to a dungeon room? Or do we do it before? Because it's going to make a big difference as to which dungeon room we want to go to. I think we have to choose a dungeon room first to go to, and then we do all the effects on our cards. I'm going to double check the rules, and then we are going to be going off to the dungeon. Alright, from what I can gather from step 2 in the rule book is you actually get to do all of your dungeon effects first, so like healing wounds, drawing cards, etc., etc., rolling the prismatic spray. We're going to do all of the dungeon abilities, and then we get to move through the dungeon. So we basically get to do everything we want to do with our cards first, and then we decide which dungeon room we were going to go into. Kind of counterintuitive. You would think you would have to move to a dungeon room and then do all these things, but it looks like in the rule book you get to do them first. Then because then the 3rd step is producing light, and the 4th step is going to attack a monster. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We can't draw any extra cards from our adventurers because we don't have any daggers, but we do get 2 attack for them. However, we do get to, it says if you have a wound, which we do, draw a card, and we get to do it twice because we have both Thunderstone staves, and that's also going to give us 2 light. So we're going to draw 2 cards. So we draw Pylorian. Oh man, this is good because she's going to be combined with Prismatic Spray. And the second card we get to draw is another adventurer. All right. So we have 3 attack, we have 4 attack. Oh, hang on. So 3 attack, 4 attack with Bree. And we have Pylorian. It's going to be 5 attack. Human Wizard Hero if you have a spell. +1 if you have a spell. We have a spell. So this is going to be 2. And +1 level if it's arcane. This is not an arcane spell, it's a chaos. So she's going to be 2. So we're going to have 2, 4, 6. And we're going to roll a 6-sided die right here. We're going to throw that through the dice tower. Our Prismatic Spray is going to end up being 2. So we get 2 extra attack for the Prismatic Spray. So for a total, we do have 2 light, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 attack and 2 light. And we're going to go down to the dungeon and see what we can take out. Alright, and I've zoomed way out here because we're going to take a look at the spiders. We cannot quite do. We have the light to get down to the sunken well or the crypt, no problem. The problem becomes we have 7, 8, 9, 10 for the phase spider. We only have 8 attack. There's no way we can do it. This one's 9 attack, 5 and 4 defense. Also, can't do it. Well, hang on. No, we can actually take the sword spider, I think, because we have 4 magic, and this is physical resistance. 4 magic, and we have 2, 4. No, we have 4 physical attack. So he deflects our 4 physical attack, and our 4 magic's not enough to take him out. Cannot take out the sword spider either. So our only options are these 2. We have 8 attack, so we have 4 magic attack, so we can immediately take this guy out. Not a problem, and we also have 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 4 physical, and we have 4 magic, so 5, 7, 8. That we would have enough to take out the Goblin Shaman as well, but we take a wound for that. So, bottom line is I think what we're going to do, we are going to take out this guy, which is the Goblin Warrior, and because we can take him out. No problem. So, what's going to happen? -1 for each edge weapon. We don't have any, but we have a total of 8 attacks, so we definitely take him out. No problem at all. We're going to get 3 experience and an iron ration. So, of course, we should be in here. So, we're going to get 3 experience and an iron rations. Alright, 3 experience and iron rations. Alright, that's it. And now we're going to take our spoils back to our player mat. We also have Joba. Keeping in mind, Joba says, level up a hero by paying its costs. If they're a 0 hero, you can pay 0. So I think we're probably going to do that too. Alright, so we return back to our player mat for the end of our turn here, and we're going to grab our spoils. So we got 3 more experience and an iron rations, which can be spent as a gold or +2 strength for a hero. So as you can see, we have a lot of experience. Now, because of Joba, we can level up 1 character or 1 hero. So we could take a 0 level hero and just level him up to a level 1 hero for no cost at all. But I think we want to take Pylorian and level her up to a level 2. That would cost us, because she's level 1, it would cost us 3 experience. But normally you can't level up after you go to the dungeon, but we can because of Joba. So we're going to spend 3 experience, the 3 experience we just got, and we're going to level up Pylorian. So the level 1 goes out of the game, and we're going to grab a level 2, if I can find one here, which of course is going to end up being more powerful. So we level up her to level 2, and now she's got +1 attack and a level if you have a spell, or +2 attack and +2 if you have an arcane spell. So she's really pumping up. We want to get her with a magic missile at some time. And that's going to be the end of our hand, so we're basically discarding all of our cards, but we still have a couple of things to do out on the board, of course, so let's go ahead and do that. And the couple of things we need to do. We did defeat a level 1 monster, so we get to remove the 1 threat that was coming to town, the one marauder, disappears, so we're not going to get any attacks on the town. We also had 2 light when we defeated a monster, and that means we can level up our Bloodhound character. It's going to cost us 2 experience to level up to rank 3, and we're going to spend our 2 experience. We have a lot of it. We spent 3 to level up Pelorian. We still have 5 experience left, so we're going to spend 2 of it right now to level up to rank 3. And that gives us the ability, you can build a Bazaar's Barricade for minus gold equal to your rank. So we're rank 3. We could build a Bazaar Barricade now for 7 gold instead of the 10, which is the normal cost. And I forgot to replace the monster in the abandoned gate, so we're going to do that right now, and then we're going to do one more turn. Alright, so we're going to replace the monster at the dungeon, the abandoned group. Then we get a Goblin Berserker. He gives you 2 wounds, so I guess that's his thing. He's a level 1. Wow, but you get a treasure card when you take him out. Whoa! Oh boy. He is looking juicy, because those treasure cards are so powerful. Alright, that's going to end off our turn. I hope I didn't screw anything up. Again, check the comments, as always. And we're going to go now and do one more turn for this episode. Alright, so start of the turn, we're going to drop 6 new cards. And what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have just 6, so this is good. So we have Scathian, our level 1 Halfling Rogue Wizard. We have the bow, which she can't use, but we can use an Iron Rations to pump her up too, and she can use the bow. And then, well, she's -1 because she's a rogue. She's not an elf. And then, wow, we've got lots of stuff. A dagger, a couple adventures, another dagger. We have, as you can see, a lot of attack this time. We may be able to get down to the temple, or down to, to the sunken well, take out one of the spiders. Perhaps. Alright, that's going to be our hand, and now we have to roll the dice for the start of turn 5. Alright, we get to roll the lovely dice. So we're going from turn 4. We are now starting turn 5. We're still rolling 2 dice, but that's bad enough. We do not have Bree with us. We cannot re-roll this. This is just going to be what it is. And we end up with, oh man, that is absolutely ridiculously beneficial for us. Remember our special ability. Now, this is so amazing. We get to draw a card and get 5 gold for this token, and we get to get 5 gold for this one, because that's our special ability on our Bloodhound. So we have the Chalice, Hero Chalice symbol, and because we leveled up to rank 2, it says, we can ignore the triangle effects, and it also says your dice that show the +1 card also resolve this. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the Bloodhound card so you can see that actually in action. Well, what it means is we get to draw a card and we get 10 extra gold this time. Wow. Alright, I really hope that's zooming in. I'm not sure. I can't guarantee that's perfectly focused. But if you look here, it says you may ignore the triangle effects, and when you roll a +1, you resolve your Chalice ability. And the Chalice ability here says gain 5 gold. This may be spent at any time during your turn. So it means you can spend it in the village or you can spend it in the dungeon. There are some effects that you could need gold in a dungeon. Wow, so that is awesome. Now I'm going to zoom out. We're going to go to our village, and we get to draw an extra card as well. That was an unbelievably good roll of 2 dice on our turn. Okay, that was absolutely ridiculous. Alright, we're going to shuffle up our discard pile because we don't have a draw deck right now. We get to draw 1 more card because of that phenomenal dice rolling. Wow, that was absolutely lucky. Alright, we draw another card, and we get another adventure. Not a surprise. Okay, what can we do in the town? We can heal a wound. We have 1 wound. We're going to heal it. We were drawing up 6 cards because we only had 1 wound. We can level up a character if we want. We have 3 experience, so we could level up a level 1 character because it would cost us 3. Do we want to do that? I don't really know. I'm going to have to think about that. But right as it sits right now, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 attack. We're going to draw another card because of the... We're actually drawing 2 more cards when we go to the dungeon. And we have plus 10 gold. So we have basically Wow, we have a lot of gold. This is absolutely crazy because we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 15 gold. I'm going to have to turn the camera off and scratch my head a little bit here because there's so much going on. To even decide where we want to go. If we have 15 gold, we can go to the Shop of Wonders and purchase one of these treasure cards for 10 gold. These are super powerful, and that would still leave us 5 gold at the end, or we can purchase another, basically one of anything. We can also go to the marketplace, draw another card. So you know what, we're going to go to the marketplace, and we're going to draw another card right now because that's the ability there. So let's see what else we get. Another 2 gold and a light. Oh my god. So we have 17 gold. Wow. All right, let me do some thinking and come right back. Okay, I think, oh man, I know we have 17 gold, which is so ridiculous. We can only purchase one card though, and we didn't go to the Shop of Arcane Wonders, which probably, now that I think about it, we should have, but we did not do that. All right, what are we going to do with our 17 gold? We're going to go ahead. What do we want to purchase for? I think for 8 gold, we're going to go ahead and purchase one of these malls. I know it's 8, but we've a lot of iron rations. We can pump up a hero to use it. So I'm not too concerned about that. So we're going to purchase a mall for 8. That leaves us basically 9 gold. We can only purchase one thing. So there you have it. All right, off to the dungeon we go. And we have, oh my god, this is ridiculous. So we have a level 0 hero with a dagger. Excuse me, let's just draw a card. Another level 1-0 character with a dagger. We probably should have leveled up a character, but we only have 3 experience. We'd have to level up. I don't know. I think we're just going to not do that. Another level 1 character with a dagger. We draw another card. Oh, this is perfect. We get Joba, so we can level up a hero after we go to the dungeon. Excellent. Oh my goodness. And then we can use Stormhand with the bow because he has enough strength. That's another 4 attack. I don't know how much attack. I'm going to have to add this up. We have a magic attack from Scadian, another basic attack, and we have 1 light. So adding it all up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 11 attack. 11 attack and 1 light. Let's go off to the dungeon and see where we want to go. Alright, we've got 11 attack. We have 1 light. I've decided to go to the crypt. Take on the sword spider, which could be pretty nasty. Alright, and the reason we're going here is we don't have a spell, so we don't have to take the +2 damage for a spell. The special ability is I knock out my character. For this room, is unless you have a rogue, discard, well, we have a rogue. We have our halfling wizard rogue, so we can ignore the effect in the room. It has a total of 5 with 4 regular resistance. We have 2, 4, 5, 6. We have 8 regular attack. So 4 of it gets deflected, so 4 goes through, but we also have 2 magic. So boom, we take out the sword spider. Unfortunately, we're going to take 2 damage, but we are going to get, the room is +1 experience, 6 experience, and an iron rations for taking this out. Wow, that was pretty good. So we get an iron rations, and we get 6 experiences. So much experience. 4, 5, 6. And because we have Joba with us, we get to level up a character. So take a look at Joba. So spoils, level up a hero paying its cost, or you can level up a 0 for paying nothing. We have so much experience right now. I think we're going to level up one of our other characters. All right, we're going to grab our spoils here. I'm going to put them over on our player mat. And then we're going to replace the spider. We're going to see what else shows up in this room. Probably going to be something pretty nasty. And what gets replaced in there, of course, we go back to our village. And what gets replaced is, holy jumping, what is this? A trapdoor spider. When this card enters a dungeon room, each player in that room gains a festering wound. Well, before we can run away, we will get a festering wound. Can't avoid it. So we got trapped by the trapdoor spider. So this goes into our discard pile. Yeehaw. good for us. All right, back to our player mat. We get to level up a character. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, so here we are with all of our spoils, and we have a lot of them, but we got our Festering Wound in our discard pile, but that's okay. So with Jobo, we get to level up a character, and we're going to either level up Scythian, or we can level up Stormhand, or a 0 level character, but we're not going to. I think we're going to level up Scythian. Well, actually, we should probably level up our Dwarf, because he might be able to handle the Maul. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to level up him. It's going to cost us 3 experience to level him up, because you take his current level, add 2. So we're going to spend 3 of our experience. Again, we have lots of it. He's going to level up to a level 2. So let's see if I can dig the level 2 out of here for him. And yeah, got it. All right, let's take a look at it. So now he's got 5 strength. He does 3 damage. And Stormhand's enhanced, edged weapons have +1 attack and -1 requirement. Well, we have the Maul, but that's okay. He still does 3. If he gets the Maul in hand, he'll be doing 7 damage, which is awesome. All right, we've leveled him up. That's going to be the end of our turn. Basically, we only had 1 light, so we can't level up our Bloodhound because you need 2 light and defeat at least a level 1 monster. Didn't do it. All right, back to the main board. I think we're wrapping up our episode for today. All right, and that's going to wrap up our episode for today. So this is Thunderstone Quest, Mirror in the Dark, Part 3, the final part, called Along Came a Spider. We didn't get any attacks into town this time either. We had a phenomenal dice rolling on that final turn, which was excellent. All right, so thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. It really helps out my channel. Like I said, I'm trying to get these videos out every day, doing my best, and we'll see if that's going to happen. It looks like it might. So thanks for watching along. See you tomorrow, the continuation, Thunderstone Quest. A couple of quick things at the end of the episode here today. We had 9 gold in town, and you can purchase a card, and you can also build a barricade. We're going to build a barricade at the bazaar. Usually costs 10 gold, but our special ability is you can build the bazaar's barricade for gold less your rank. We're rank 3, so it only costs 7 gold to build a barricade. Boom! We built a barricade there on our last turn, making use of our gold. Let's go to our player mat, because we also have 2 wounds to add there. And I was so excited to rank up a character that I forgot to add the 2 wounds when we took on the spider. So now we have 2 wounds. So when we start our next episode tomorrow, we're going to only be drawing 5 cards instead of 6. All right, we've corrected everything. Thanks for watching along. We'll see you tomorrow for the continuation of Thunderstone Quest, A Mirror in the Dark Part 3, Along Came a Spider.